Okay, so chapter 10 is about, I think, something we did already, but anyway, that's why I'll do a quick theory. Then next time we'll do a bit of comment. So basic router configuration. Let's see. Yeah, so you should know how to do the basic configuration. When you say basic configuration, it's about the host name, enable secrets, line console, line VTY. You can hear me, I hope so. Yeah, line VTY and all this stuff. So you can have a look again for 1 minute, then we continue. So you should be able from now on how to configure a device name, how to secure the privilege mode, how to secure the user mode, the very first password, then this one, the second password. The third password is to configure telnet and do the config, encrypt all clear text password, and the message of the day. So check this one quickly, 1 minute, and we continue. Okay, so after this basic configs, and yeah, so this is a full example of configuration. You go to conft, hostname, R1, enable secret. So this is a full config. You can also check. Okay, we continue. Then next time we'll do some demo. So today it's a kind of quick revision. Then yeah. So next time we'll do an exam of configuration. How to configure interfaces. I think we did that last time. Go to global config mode, conft, interface, the name of the interface, IP address, and no shutdown. You can also add a description to say, for example, this interface is facing LAN 1, or description, this interface is facing something. What is for example, if I take this router, I can take a new router if you want to. It's loading. Else I can even take the old one, it's fine. I can take this one. Enable, show IP interface brief. So this interface is not used. I'm going to use it. So I go to conft, interface must have exactly the same, especially this one. So gigabyte or G is fine. 001, you see, no error message. IP address 192.168.10.1 space 255, 255, 255, subnet.0. You can also add a description, an IP address interface. You see, there is something wrong here. Why we see there is something? Let me type. Is this one correct? Gig. Gigabit. Gig. Yeah, giga. Giga. Exit. Interface. Gig. 0. So as a network engineer, you should be able to troubleshoot also. The reason is fine. If I type question mark, so why there is no IP address here? Let me try to take another router. Let me go with this one. So if you ask you yes or no, you always start no. Yes, we're going to ask you many questions. Enable, show, IP interface brief. So I have G000 here. Let's check. Conft interface G0 IP address. No shutdown. Okay, so this one works. This one works. So to configure an interface on the router, go to conft in global mode, and you select one of the interface. You can add the IP address. You can also add a description. Description facing LAN, or maybe you can say facing office, or let's say finance office. Finance office. So this interface, if you go to your router and you're lost, or maybe you're new IT, say, this interface is facing which LAN? Finance. You press enter, you see. And we save, do, copy, run starts, ends. Now, if I want to view the config I just made, I tap what? Show run, or show run with configuration. So you can see that on that interface, G000, I did add a description. So the description is something that will help you to identify this interface. So description, see, IP address. So this is something new that you should know now. Yeah, so you can have a look again, how to configure a router interface. It's what we did. You can read for a few seconds, then you continue. Okay. And this is an example of configuration on R1. We go to interface G000. Description, you see here, link to LAN 1, to LAN, facing the LAN. IP address, IPv4, IPv6 address, you should know, we did that. We did chapter 12. No shutdown. See. So this is an example of config you should know how to do, because In 2 weeks' time, Saturday, the 16th of May, I'll give you a big. So in fact, this one will also help you for your project, because for your project, we ask you to configure IPv4 and IPv6. So this is a good example also. Okay, so this is an example of how to configure router interface. Don't make a mistake on the interface. Remember last time at Cape Town Science Center, some students were configuring something. So here they can tell you G001. But if on your router, that interface doesn't exist, you must check on your router the correct interface name. This one is a demo, but on your, yeah. Okay, so you know now how to configure, how to view. You can tap show IP interface brief to view what you did. Show IP interface brief. These are some new comments and to verify what you do. Show IP interface brief, you know. Show IP route to display the routing table. Showing, yeah, you can read this on 1 minute. And okay, we continue. So these are some configuration command verification. Show IP interface brief. It will list all interfaces that are on your router plus the IP address if they're configured or not. Show IP interface. It will display IPv4. Show IPv6 interface brief will display IPv6. You can also check that. Okay. Show IP route. It will display. I did post a video how to configure, but we'll do that chapter also, so no worries. IP route, it will display the list of network or directions the router knows about. Show IP route. For IPv6, show IPv6 route. It will display for IPv6. Okay. Show interfaces. Okay, you can see some stuff. Show IP interface. So you can try yourself when you do your packet tracer stuff. Okay, configure default gateway, and we did that many times. And if you want to configure default gateway on a switch, so IP default gateway, and like for example here, all of these guys, the default gateway is the interface of the router. Option, preference, show, port label. So all these guys, the default gateway is G000 because we need to go via that door to go outside. It's like your home. To go outside your home, you have a door. So we call it default gateway. So all of them here, if you want to go to another network, we need to go via here. So that IP address G0000, you put on all of them. If you want to configure default gateway, you put, you see, default gateway you put here. If you want to configure default gateway on a switch, this is a new command for you guys. Enable const IP default gateway and the IP address of G000. You see, this is a new command if you want to configure default gateway on a switch. This is a new command. So this is a new command if you want to configure default gateway on a switch. But for PCs, you just need to add them there. So you can check this slide again. So check for 20 seconds and you continue.
This is Fabian.
Yes, Fabian, yes.
Yes, on default gateway, we're
Yes.
taking the IP address of the router, right?
Yes.
On the PC, but now putting on the switch as well. There won't be
Yeah.
any overlaps there.
So why we need to add a default gateway on a switch? Is a switch must have a default gateway address configured to remotely manage the switch from another network. So let's say I'm at home and I want to remotely log on my switch in my room, that is in my office. Then I need to use my telnet. Now, this one is important if I need to see, because anything I'll do will also go via the switch. So the switch will redirect me to the router to allow me to do anything I want to do. So we see here to remotely manage the switch from another network. So to configure IPv4 and default gateway, you use IP. Yeah, let us go to your NetAcad and have a look there. Maybe there we give more explanation. NetAcad. NetAcad chapter 10. Okay. My network is trying to. Well, today is the first day. Okay. Introduction to network. If you go to chapter 10 and configure the default gateway. Configure DB on the switch. At least here we explain a lot of, if you want to read, but. And this is the config. What is the config? You see IP, you go in the global config mode. Global config mode. Oh, then you tap IP. Now, if you want to read the whole story, where this one comes from, you can check this one. It's very important. It's a very good question. So please read here for 1 minute and you continue. Okay, so you can get time to read in your NetAcad to get more information on why we need to configure a default gateway on a switch. You have all explanation here and some demo. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Fabian, for your questions. Good one. Is it Fabian in English or Fabienne in English? For us, when you're used to French, you don't know.
I'm just putting it in English. Fabien in French.
Yeah, Fabien, voilà. Sorry. Fabien is okay. Fabian, yeah. Like I had
Uh,
a friend who and a colleague in a company. His French name is Hugues, but English people they calling him Hugh. I said, who
you,
is
yeah.
Hugh? Yeah, Hugh. They, what? Hugh? Who is Hugh? You don't know the new guy, Hugh? No, the Hugues. I don't know. This one is French. So sometimes names are confusing for us French speaking. We don't know. Okay, so we have we'll do some labs later about that. And yeah, if someone say I cannot go to the internet, make sure that the default gateway address is configured, is correct and configured on the PC. Like you're in your house and your family calls you, hi Fabian, you cannot go out. Maybe Fabian locked the door and took the key to go, so we cannot. You must come back, open the door, and so make sure that the door is free, is well configured and set up. Okay, so that's all for chapter 10. It's a very short one. How to configure root interface, how to configure default gateway. The last one is also a short one, chapter 16. So anything related to configuration is 17, 16. It's all these ones. Yeah. 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. Anything else above is only some theory. So after today, you can see that you know. So let's go to 16. 16 also is very short. It's two things. Network security fundamentals. Okay, this one is an introduction to cybersecurity. I'm planning to create also a cybersecurity course before end of this year. They also a 3 months course. It's a very nice one. Guys, you at least you have internet and net card. At our time, it was only books. You register, they give you your books, go manage your own life, go read. When you finish, come write the exam. uh, that is 2024, 20, no, not 2024, 2004, 2005. At that time, internet was new. You cannot afford to buy a PC. You had to go to internet cafe. So in the old days, when you register CCNA, they give you books, then you go read yourself. Yeah, you see these books. Let me find a good one. There is a guy who had okay, I'll try to find that picture and send to you. Yeah, so let's use this one for example. So in the old days, we didn't have internet because it was new and expensive, and laptops you cannot even. So it's not this picture I wanted. You can still buy them if you want to, but no. What's that? Let me go to the beginning. Yeah, that's why when you see me taking a lot of notes, it comes from there because when I read, I need to make my own summary, my own notes. That's why you see me having Yeah. So if you want to do your CCNP also, you can buy your books and you study. 31 days before your CCNP. This one is very good. It gives you a summary with comments nice before, yeah. 31 days before your CCNA. It's a very good one. It can be a book or a PDF. A book or a PDF. Yeah, just to.
Yes, sir. We can buy those books online or there's a shop somewhere.
Let's go to Amazon. Amazon.co.za, and you can check them. Sorry, my internet is slow today. CCNA. You can type CCNA. Yeah, so these books is paperback. You see paperback. Yes, hardcover. This one is very good if you want to prepare your international CCNA exam. You can buy this one. So we do CCNA 1, 2, 3. If the last CCNA you pass very well and you want to write the international exam, instead of paying 6,000 trend for the international exam, you pay only half, 3,000. You get a voucher from your academy. Well, my internet is very bad today. So if you go to your picture, when you go to your picture, you'll see discount. If you click on discount, if you pass well the CCNA 3 very well, Cisco can say, "Hi Fabian, well done. This is a 60% off for your international exam if you want to write it, and it's valid for maybe 10 months or 6 months. If after 6 months you don't use that voucher, it goes off." Yeah, so Amazon CCNA. Okay, always if you order, you get them after 4 weeks or 3 weeks or 2 weeks, depends. But for PDF, CCNA, PDF. Okay, anyway, I'm going to Cisco Press. Cisco Press, you see Cisco Press. Then there, Cisco Press, and from there you can see ebooks, electronic books. 31 days before your exam. Okay, you see, also here. If you go to Cisco Press. Sorry, my internet today is very slow. So all of these books, you can type CCNA to do a research. Then it will display, you see. So all these books you can buy from Cisco. It's a PDF. All these ebooks. 30 US dollars equals 600 Rand or 500, depends. 31 days before your exam. How much is it? 600, you see PDF. You can download. Yeah, okay, good question also. So chapter 16, okay, physical security threat. Okay, all of these things you can read, not difficult. What is most important I want to show you. Okay, this one is quite good. So as a network engineer, you should know how to protect a bit your company. And that's why Cisco created cyber security. It's good to get all your devices like here. But if you don't protect them, you build a house, there is no fence, there is no mass secure network. So Cisco has also other devices like router and switches. We call it security appliances. VPN, if you want to remotely log on your company resources, there is a VPN for that. A VPN is yeah, DHCP server, email server, web server. You need to protect all of them. To protect email server, we have email security appliance to secure the web. So this device will protect everything. ESAW, email security server, web security appliance. No, email security appliance, web security appliance. So to protect all your servers, you can use a device to check username and password authentication server, firewall to filter traffic in and out your PC, IPS and traffic cops, they hide on the highway with the equipment. If it's something strange, we'll notify the IT manager and stop. So it's something else we'll do for those who register for cybersecurity. It will be around September this year, 3 months, so that you can graduate also for graduation. So as a network engineer, you should be able to know a bit of this. So what is the most important here? Okay, all these things we'll do it. We'll do that again, no worries. Is this one. Passwords, very important in companies. So please read this one, then I'll explain to you. Okay, you'll get time to do that. They give some guidance how to. The most important in this chapter is this. You must encrypt all your clear text password, service password encryption. Security password minimum length, 8 characters. It means you're forcing people, if you want to create a password, to get a minimum of 8 characters. Logging block, if someone try attempt 3, if you try your password 3 times in 60 seconds or in 1 minute, you try 3 times, the system will block you for 2 minutes. You cannot do anything, you wait 2 minutes, then you can try again. Logging block for 2 minutes or 120 seconds, attempt 3 within 60 seconds. It means if in less than 1 minute you try 3 times your password and it's wrong, the system will block you for 2 minutes or 120 seconds. That's one of the questions we ask for job interview. Where did I put it? Okay, anyway. So I did post in the WhatsApp group, so if you check there, you'll see. If you go here, okay, anyway, you could see the, you see here, logging block. This is also job interview question. See? So you cannot say I'm a network engineer, you don't know this basic stuff. It's so yeah, please check this one also 1 minute and Okay, so that's the main important things that you should know. And I think in your project, it's also chapter 16. Remember, I told you go back to chapter 16, section 4.2. We did also ask you this. Okay, normally that's all for this guy. Yeah? From time to time, we'll do some revisions. SSH, how to configure SSH. SSH is a secure, is a remote access. If you want to remotely access your stuff, but in a secure way, you need to configure this one on your router. These are the steps. I'll teach you also next time. Maybe next time Tuesday, we'll do a demo how to do SSH configuration. You can read this one, very important also for IT engineer. Okay, so we'll go through all these steps, step 1, step 2, until step 6. And if you have a switch and you're not using some ports, shut them down. It's very important for security also. If you're not using port 1, interface FA01, shut down. If you tap no shutdown, it will be out. If you're not using, you shut down. There is a packet tracer, how to configure all this stuff. We'll do that. So that when we meet to do your 16th of May, you'll understand everything. And we'll see how to configure SSH. Anyway, yourself can read, huh? You can read, there is nothing hidden. Yeah, so normally that's all for this chapter. So on Monday, I will bring an example on how to configure SSH, how to set up minimum length for password and all this stuff. I'll do a full demo. Yeah, so please this weekend go through chapter 10 and chapter 16. Also try to continue your project, very important, until you get 100%. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Fabian here. I have a question here. You see, there's a topology that you're working on. That is almost similar to what I've sent you, where we can use a next of hop IP. So that also to help us to remotely access the router. So now all these are the switch. Let's say the switch is on one network with a router. So now we have a default gateway IP plus the next of hop IP. So both. My question is, if you want to remotely access the network, are you going to use either the IP or the default gateway IP or maybe the router one? So which one are you going to use to access remotely between the two?
Okay. So if you want to access the router, yeah, you can directly access. Please write that question down. It's very important. On Monday, when I do the demo, I'll do a demo for you. Yeah, please don't forget that question on Tuesday. I'll do a full demo with Packet Tracer. I'll do a scenario and you listen. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, because on Tuesday it will be demo for anything we are doing here. Any other questions? Okay. Remember, this training is international. We have the same skills, same knowledge, same certificate, like American people or Canada. So you can go anywhere in this world with it the same content. We ask you, did you study CCNA? Come. Okay, thank you so much. I'll post the recording tomorrow. Yeah. I'll post the recording tomorrow.
Also, have you posted the recording of last session?
It's busy. Okay, next 20 minutes I'll post. I think it's busy uploading.
Also,
Yeah,
it takes
so
a time. It takes a time to.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because I need to download. I need to download, then upload. You see here. And this network of mine that is slow, I need to download, then upload. Let me check if it's there or not. Yeah, so it takes time. It takes 45 minutes, something like that. You need to add some names, classify in the CCNA playlist, and yeah, it takes a bit of time. Yeah, it's not in yet. If I go to content, if I go to content, yeah, that network of mine today is a bit slow. That's one. No, static roads, no. So it's not uploaded. I'm going to upload and yeah, send to you. Send you the link.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a good evening and have a good weekend, also long weekend. Thank you for those who made the payment. Please, the others, Mr. Max is waiting for you. Don't forget to make your payment. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Max.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much, Mr. Max.
Thank you.